Yeah.
Back yet, now that I'm thinking about it. Oh, shit. I was kind of just kidding about the whole, hey, one day we'll have a smooth intro thing, because I honestly didn't think it was all that bad, and now we weren't even in the right fucking category.
Yeah, man, it happens though.
Wow.
You gotta roll with the punches.
But that's a first.
Artist
That's a first, Eve. That's a first.
For this podcast.
For this podcast, yeah. Wait,
yeah,
for
not
this,
for the channel.
What?
Not for this channel.
What happened? No, wait. We need to segue into this before we talk about Overwatch League.
The 24-hour stream. Like, we were very piss poor at like staying in the right category, especially when Dev was going on 20 hours of no sleep. And
I didn't hear about this.
Oh yeah.
That's great. That's funny. That's also
okay. Back to the
Overwatch League.
Yeah. What part do I need to talk about first?
Dude, we're just gonna talk about all of it. I want to.
Oh God!
Bless you.
Ugh.
You okay?
No.
That's get hurt.
That last one was a full body. That was a coming to Jesus moment there.
Oh gosh, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk. We're gonna go less technical, and then we're gonna work our way up to technical. So we're gonna go to the standings first.
Okay, so as many of you all know, several of us, the three main hosts that have been hosts of Tpop, are kind of into Overwatch League. I don't know if you've heard. We have teams we follow, and on most occasions, we also root for everyone's favorite teams. Like, I know the only time that I talk trash about Justice is whenever Atlanta is playing Justice, and same thing for Dallas. But it warms my heart because if anyone has ever been privy to my and Torn's conversations about Overwatch League, the one real talking point we have is that the one time that Atlanta and Justice have played each other, Justice should have won. They would have won if they were limited to a 2 tank, 2 healer, 2 damage comp.
That have given the option to run a 3 tank.
Yes. They were destroying Atlanta. Granted, this was at the time that we just lost to Fran. So we didn't have anybody that was really like being our shining star yet to take his place. And we were really hit or miss. Like, that's when we were beating NYXL and losing to Valiant. Like, that's
real stats, by the way. If you're behind, and if you know anything about League, but you're a little behind, that happened.
Yeah, it happened.
That actually happened.
We beat NYXL twice, and I think we.
You beat them twice. You beat them twice.
No, I know we did. I'm trying to figure out the exact order.
Because
I think we had back-to-back wins against them, and then we lost. Then we lost to LA Valiant. It's literally right here. Just give me a second.
Which at the time, Valiant was still competing Mayhem for the bottom spot, if I remember correctly. And Justice, yeah, but like, I think Justice had managed to climb up to the 3rd from last spot. I think.
Yeah.
Not entirely. It seems like so long ago. So much has happened since then. It's not the same league anymore.
Okay.
Is what
happened?
We're getting at.
I'm talking about stage 2, week 2. So like back in April, Atlanta lost to Valiant in a full length. So 5 matches, they lost 3-2. Then they beat Washington Justice 3-1 because Washington Justice decided GOATS was the thing they wanted to run instead of winning.
Yeah.
And then we beat NYXL, lost to the Charge, and then we beat them again.
Which is like, I remember watching that first XL match and like, well, here we go.
Wait, no. It was okay. Who? Oh yeah, because we didn't play in Dallas. Okay, so yeah, week 3 we beat NYXL, lost charge, didn't play during week 4 because apparently Atlanta's too far away from Dallas, and then first week 5 we beat NYXL. Let's see if there's another one during that week because I know we were garbage the entire time. Oh, that was. Oh, yeah, that was.
Well, like. And so anyway.
Yeah.
So fast forward back to present times. Current standing, right?
Yeah.
We've got Atlanta Reign in the first.
Hold on. Just for frame of reference, can we review stage 1, 2, and 3 rankings going into?
No, because it's gonna take.
No, just top 3.
Review. Okay, top 3s. Yes, do top 3s.
Stage 1, it was Titans Excelsior Fusion. Stage 2, it was Shock Titans Spitfire. Stage 3, it was XL Titans and Spark,
which came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
By the way, but now stage 4.
Atlanta Reign is at number 1, undefeated, with a map differential of +8. So they've only lost 2 maps. Number 2 is Washington Justice, who is also undefeated, with a map differential of 7. And then in third, who are also undefeated, but they've only won 2 matches, are the Shock, with a +3 differential.
Okay, now let's look at those same 3 teams where they were in the backstage. Go back to stage, and the Reign finished in 5th.
Keep in mind, this is when we still had DeFran and
still had DeFran.
So
a lot of games.
That's actually the stage that retired.
But if we go on down,
18th, tied for 18th.
Tied for 18th.
They can't even be the best 18th place.
No, they were. Well, this is like final standings though. They secured 18.
Oh yeah, that 8 looks like a 6 for some reason.
And then, the Shock. Shock, I think we're up. Yeah, Shock was in. So Shock, Atlanta, doing okay for themselves. Justice way down there. We fine.
Atlanta's in 11th.
Atlanta's in 11th.
Justice is in 18th.
Shock took the stage.
Yep.
Stage 3. Shock was in 4th. Which again, the 2 teams were really surprised here are Justice and Atlanta, right? And so Atlanta,
and there's a lot of other teams that are like really like coming out now that they're able to play heroes that they're actually good with. Like one of the teams that's been really fun to watch has been LA Valiant.
Yep, because the Valiant man went to, like we'll talk about it, so I won't the new Shanghai, what a lot of people were calling them.
Okay, key example. So you know how in stage 1, 2, and 3, Vancouver was either 1st or 2nd?
Yep.
Right now they're 7th.
Yeah.
Because they got 4-0'd by Justice. And if we just don't look at the stage for the entire league as a whole, Washington Justice is literally 19th.
Yeah.
The number 1 team lost to 19 because of the 2-2-2 lock. And it's just really helps the warm and fuzzies. I'm serious,
and my team, no, I agree. Yeah, my team, Dallas Fuel, sitting comfortable at 13.
Hey, man.
Not too comfortable because I'm looking at actual win-loss. Valiant might actually pass them up here if they're not careful.
That's not a good thing to judge on.
Their
roster has cycled around like fucking crazy, dude.
I know, dude. It's been like took all the player cards, put them in a randomizer.
Yeah, and I can't say much because we took someone from Shock from I think it was first season.
Yep.
And I think it was like number 1 damage in the inaugural season.
Oh shit.
What?
Ooh, I'm trying to think of who that is.
Who do you not know?
I know. There's so many names anymore.
Baby Bay.
Yeah. All right. So now, here's the thing. Now that we have seen, because that's the thing I was waiting on to talk about too on the show, was to actually see it in action, see how it affected. Number one, to see how it affected League, but also to see what I was seeing on the PTR. You've played PTR 222.
Yeah.
Actually
I
placed
got all my ranks.
Yeah, I actually placed fairly well.
Mm-hmm. I placed like in my main roles. I placed where I know I should be. In support, I placed where I knew I would be. The only one that didn't really fit was damage, but that's simply because of how they figured it going into it. They base it off of what your stats are up to that point, and then they reconfigure it based off that. And we're like, I've almost always played tanks and healing. I don't have enough like really hours of DPS. So even though I got 5 wins, 5 play of the games, and a shit ton of gold medals, I got high gold. But that's still pretty good.
So yeah, and so essentially, again, for those who don't know, the 222 block, you essentially get a rank for each class you keep as, and that determines your goal through running through the season and what games you in, depending on the role. And I really like it. I like that idea because absolutely my stats as healing or whatever should not affect my. That's exactly. I like that way more than I thought I would. And then of course, like I've seen streams and stuff of PTR2. I haven't had much to play it yet, but from what I've seen of it, like I mean, a hallmark of Overwatch, Tim the Tapman went back to play his PTR placements.
How did you do?
Had fun. I only saw his finishing his damage one, and I think he ended up in diamond with it. I think it's either like real talk. It's either diamond or he may have actually ended up plat. I want to say it was diamond though.
I hope for his sake that it was too.
I want to say it was. No, it was diamond. Yeah, no, somebody else noteworthy actually ended up in plat. But that was in main placements. That was non-PTR placements. I think his DPS was diamond. And you know, he noticeably enjoyed the game, which to says volumes. Because his trolling stream sniper incident aside, which made actual gaming news on a lot of channels, he's been just had been hating the toxicity of the game for a long, long time, which is why he went heavy into Fortnite. I want to
talk about for the 222 lock.
Right. Well, and I think he's going to say the same thing as you're about to. It was like he said repeatedly, it's like people are actually working to win. Yeah. Like they're working together to win now. And like, that's pretty much what you went through.
Basically, yeah, like you're going to get paired with the obvious troll every once in a while. But for the most part, like you're not going to have someone who's like playing tank and they're just having a shit time, so they pick Hanzo on defense, and then you have to deal with that crap.
Nope, you're gonna have you are guaranteed 2 tanks, you are guaranteed 2 DPS, you are guaranteed 2 healers.
Yes, and at least in that regard, if one of your DPS is just like, no, I'm throwing, the other one, if they're good enough, they are able to pull up the slack, or you can choose a more damage. Let's say. For whatever reason, one of your DPS goes to Torb and they just are hot garbage. You can play around that, and you can actually salvage things. Like there was one match where I think it was on Dorado, and it was one of my damage games, and it was 5-6. It was 5-5. It went to like I think it was 7 rounds total. Just because everyone's defenses were garbage. Like it just like steamrolled all the way through, and it got down to them. We're like, okay, our other damage was like, F this, I don't want to play anymore. I'm playing Symmetra. I'm like, okay, buddy. And our tanks went from being a very bunker style tank system to ones that could actually put out some damage, and they actually made up for the fact that one of our DPS went to shit, and we ended up winning. So, like, it's so much easier to deal with one person who doesn't want to play their role that well.
Well, like,
it's hard to like hate follow that. Like, you can't like you'll see it a lot where someone will pick Hanzo and then everyone will be like, "F you," they'll pick Bastion and Genji, and you'll just have a bunch of DPS and no real support.
Right. Well, and again, another thing, and honestly, those kind of trolls, I hope. I kind of think this, but I'm also allowing myself for the coarseness of reality to kind of set in. But I hope this discourages a lot of the trolls from going in, because it shows. Like, that's actual proof. It's like you actually have to put forth a lot more effort now to try to screw with somebody's game.
Yep.
With anybody's game. And when it's just like, okay, well, I'm going to work with the tool. You work with the tools you have, I'm going to work with the tools I have. And turns out, due to lock, a word lock which would imply lack of freedom, actually, in a way, gives you more of it.
Yep. And
which is an interesting paradox.
What's crazy is it actually helps when selecting who you want to play, because you go in, like, I don't know if it's like this for everyone else, but whenever obviously whenever I queued for tank, I was literally just going to be the main
Reinhardt.
Roadhog for one match. Because we had someone who's like only
he's the main Roadhog too, which is so funny.
Well,
nobody else is gonna get this, but you're the new Trav of our group.
Not really. I'm not that bad.
Just in Roadhog meaning, or Reinhardt meaning. God.
Well, the thing is I play both Reinhardt and Roadhog. Just depends on what my other tank person is. Like, usually, like, it's very rare to get like someone who's dead set on only playing Orisa. But in that case, I'm just like, okay, just pull them to somewhere and I'll hook them and we'll kill them. Like, that's all it is.
Which is an Overwatch League strat right now.
Oh yeah, it's great.
I've been watching. It is so fun to watch.
And
gravity ball, hook, whoop.
I've had the luxury of also having Torn, who plays on a competitive team, or played on a competitive team. I don't know if he is right now.
That's a good question.
To basically give me pointers from high level play. That way I can actually help.
Contribute.
Yeah.
Contribute productively.
Instead of just holding right click.
Dude, I just don't have the time. I don't have the time, and it's partly I don't have the but definitely want to do my placement, because the stats aren't going to be 100% correct.
Actually, you'd be surprised.
Really?
If you play, like, if you've spread
I got the hours in here, so I'm curious to see what I'd rank it. Just
your healer will be fairly accurate. So long as you put in the hours in all the roles, you'll get something fairly accurate.
Like, I've got hours in. I actually think so in the order. Thanks for talking about this in the. So I got a majority of my competitive hours, if not the entirety of some seasons of my competitive hours, are all healer. It's transitioned from Din to Anna, basically. And then got some tank, Roadhog. I did do some Orisa. Horn convinced me to break out Hammond during last season. Which is a lot of fun. If I was better at Hammond, that would actually have worked out really great because I had some good moments as Hammond. And I'm like, wow, this little ball is actually really fun to play. And I remember back in when I would queue DPS, I would actually do a lot of Pharah.
Yeah.
In the
All I'm saying is, if you've put in enough hours, the more hours you put in, the more accurate it'll be. Because, as you all probably know, I have struggled with, for the longest time, being stuck in silver and then being stuck in gold. And almost made it to plat last season, but something happened. And I wasn't able to shirk the whole previous rank crap. But when I'm playing my mains, Reinhardt or my tanks, I place like, I can't remember how much what it was. It's on here. Yeah, it's right there. I got $26.99 for tank, and then, which is where I feel like that's where I should be when I'm playing tank. Got high silver, almost gold in support, which makes sense, and then gold in DPS. So I think it's very accurate if you've had the hours put into it.
So, in summary of the Overwatch discussion, it is not the same game. Not in the...
It is attracting back a lot of people that left the game for a multitude of reasons.
Well, and what's nice is the environment has produced such a change that even people like me, who am like, I don't know, I'll play some quick play for the fun of it, or I'll play arcade to get my boxes for the week. Yeah, to get my boxes. But
you'll play kicking and screaming, but
comp I play.
I'll be right back.
Comp I play. But so basically, even people like me would feel motivated and even encouraged to want to play comp, which says a great deal. There's a huge deal about just the state of the game, where it's going. It's not off PTR yet. So looks like it's coming pretty. Says, hey, coming 27 days. That was 21 days ago. Trying to find another. Yeah, I think it's very. Da-da-da-da-da. Pro queue available. Patch. So it'll be in patch 1.39. Whenever that flash. So yeah, and they've apparently been working on this for a while now, so they definitely, a lot of people like, Overwatch, dude, you gotta fix it. And so I was one of these people, admittedly. So it's good to see that this is, this like their conscious thought. They saw the direction they're headed, and they realized, they make big, drastic change with it. And just really so a lot of stuff, other stuff really to talk about as well. among things, back yet, so I'll talk about some Project Red stuff with the Cyberpunk 2077. A lot of news story details and stuff come out. All these different fact-finding videos have come out. You guys should definitely scroll around YouTube for a bit. You'll probably find the same videos I did. But the one article that I did want to touch on was an interview. I want to say they did the interview with IGN. This was somebody I saw the article floating around, but it was, we want CD Projekt Red saying this. We want to do. We want to change the video game industry. We want to do it differently. And it's essentially looking at something that's already in place and thinking and saying, you don't have to do it this way. Like, you can do it another way. And I don't think they explicitly said this, but do it a better way. Do it a better way. And one of my favorite things about it was, so talking about some more details about Cyberpunk, specifically some statements from Project Red. Well, hang on. Well, here's the deal. Again, they're just talking about how they're wanting to do things differently and stuff. But there was a lot of these info videos have come out, and there was one little tidbit that I really liked. And it was at the title screen in their shot, you could barely make out some legible text going through it, and it was zoomed in, and it was found out to be a lot of Q&A type stuff, like question answer, and one of them said microtransactions, and then the answer line said, microtransactions in a single player game? Are you nuts? And I'm just like, bravo CD Projekt Red.
Can I have a segue for that, actually.
What's up?
Apparently, Rocket League is removing paid crates later this year.
Is what?
They're getting rid of their loot crates.
Wow.
Following its acquisition by
there
Epic
it is.
Games. Yeah. Rocket League developer Sonic has starry plans for its vehicular soccer games. One of these plans includes a complete removal of all paid randomized crates.
Good for them. Good for them.
Sonic's confirmed in a brief blog post that the current paid randomized loot boxes will be replaced by a new system that shows the exact items you're buying in advance.
Wow, it's almost like everybody everywhere has been asking for this for years.
There's a lot of people that are not happy about it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why? What could possibly... Play a devil's advocate for me, please, and explain, and like, why would you be happy with it?
It's mainly people that have items that they have paid a lot of money to either buy or buy crates to open up and then get them. One sec. Well, let's just. Then who determines how much they cost? That's the other issue. How much do white zombies cost? Titanium white zombies. There's someone selling them on eBay for $140.
So that person's not happy.
Yeah.
But
they there's items that go for more than other items. And like basically the exact system has been in CSGO since CSGO has been a thing. And not a single person has ever been angry about CSGO boxes unless you bought CSGO boxes and didn't have anything in them. Which opens up a whole lot of other problems, but...
Yeah, I was about to say, that was actually a problem at one point.
Yeah.
Like, wow. Like, someone didn't close off the randomizer correctly, because there's supposed to be the minimum value. Essentially, a randomizer engine in certain code, if you're not careful, goes from 0 to 9 instead of 1 to 10.
Yep.
And so, not like I could tell you the code by heart anymore. Like it's a one-line thing, but like that's funny. I forgot that was but in other stuff, I want to talk about a game that is clinging to life. Scratching, clawing, biting, just refusing to expire. Can you guess where this is going?
Destiny 2.
That's a fair guess.
Or Anthem.
There you go. The Cataclysm update is now out. I was looking at
the image and I immediately thought it was Destiny.
Cataclysm update. I'll be real. I don't know a thing about it. I just saw the article title earlier and I'm like, I want to poke fun at it.
High hopes, man. You had such high hopes.
I did. I have such high hopes now, and now I'm just spitefully because.
Yep.
I mean, here's the thing. I'm eventually, later this week, I'm gonna get a computer that can actually run it. So I will, in fact, get to play the hot garbage that I paid for. So then I'll make all of my judgments, my fairer judgment, shall we say, at that time.
Okay.
But until then, it's like the way that they're trying to promo, which I understand, PR people are job, but it's just, come on, like what's the point? It's basically it for the longest time. It's essentially when Fallout 76 ever announced anything. It's like, what are you excited about?
I'm totally gonna pay $15 for shitty like colonial clothes.
Yeah, or fucking dude, the price that you can't talk about that. That's
I'm just glad I never paid full price for it.
Dude, I thought hardcore.
I made my own discount. That's how bad I didn't want to pay full price for it. And I feel a little bad about it, but like, like you do know what I did, right?
Yeah. I personally don't think you have anything to feel bad for.
Well, do you know what the situation? I don't think you know.
I don't care what the particulars is.
Oh no, I convinced someone else to pay for half of it because I didn't want to pay for full price. And that person was dead.
That you should feel bad for, but
that's why I feel bad.
That's your sole reason. That's your sole reason for feeling bad, not for not paying for full price for that game, but for just that.
Convincing Dev to pay for half of it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you actually should. With this other stuff, can we talk about Fortnite adding mechs to the game real quick?
They added mechs.
Can we talk about? Yeah, they added mechs. They added mechs as player vehicles to the game, and as it stands right now, again, don't play, but I see a lot of gameplay of it. I'm like, this is broke as shit. Like, the mechs are very killable, but it's just so obnoxious.
It's like if the Thanos minigame was how every single match of Fortnite went.
Thanos. Why did we thought that was a good idea? Why did we think
Marvel
that was
fanboys?
But you had that going. And yeah, it's just actually and another fan, the World Cup winner,
1.3 million.
Yeah, and he's 16 years old. Wow, we were in the wrong generation. Not that.
I mean, to be fair, like our generation has Ninja, so
true. But so there's a lot of so in terms of like new game news, I actually heard about a game today that I had seen promo and stuff for. It was showcased at an E3 and had been very intrigued by it. And I guess there's actually a new like actual extended footage of what's going on in it. It's called Greedfall.
Greedfall?
Greed.
Oh.
Greedfall. So Greedfall, from what I gather, is this open world exploration game. It involves two distinct factions. One essentially is like colonials. They're crossing the sea into the New World, sailboats, and they've got the trifold hats and all that stuff. And the natives of the New World are essentially like these druidic type people that can actually summon animals and use nature magic. And apparently the colonials have their own style of magic as well. The premise that I caught from the trailer that was some months back now was that there's this plague that has broken out in the New World, or in the old world, and so they're crossing the ocean to try to actually find a cure. Which the initial trailer of it just kind of showed the colonial guys just kind of going there and just invading, like not really saying why. And so it kind of shows that there'll be a little bit more of a dynamic story of, oh, hey, wait, maybe these guys actually aren't so bad for coming here after all. But I don't really know as far as playable characters. Is your character going to be from the colonial side? Is it going to be from the native side? Are you going to be able to play as both? Is it just kind of like differing story arcs, kind of like a GTA 5 kind of thing, where it's like you're going to play as this character, then this character, then this character? Or is it you play the whole game as one side, and then, hey, if you want to play again, you can play as the other side? Deferring outcomes, all this other stuff. No clue. Don't even know about the combat. Something I generally endeavor try to find out about like this, because I mean it's colonial, it's flintlock rifles plus magic plus summoning spells, and it's like, huh.
That gets like 4 of your checkboxes, dude.
Yeah, I know. But as far as like knowing any tangible details about the game, essentially heard all I got. Got that. And then just speaking of, so do you ever have these moments, which I'm sure you did all the time? So you're back in your early Steam days where you were buying up bundles like they were going out of style.
Yeah.
And you still have these games in your collection, some of which you probably haven't even played yet. But you bought these bundles and you just find these little gold nuggets that you just randomly discovered.
Like I can give you like actual numbers.
No, I don't.
You're getting actual numbers, man.
Well, I was going to say, they've been brought up on stream before. But anyway, so the root of my question is, it's a convenient segue to a game that I discovered. I haven't bought yet, but I've looked at it, and it's really intriguing. But have you found out these little nuggets to where it's a game, it's like, wow, look at this. How have I never heard of this? And actually ended up playing it. Like, give me an example. What's a game that you found? Like a game that it could be, AAA, unknown, I don't care.
I had Psychonauts for 3 years before I played it.
And you were just like, wow.
I have this. This is in my library. Cool. Yeah.
Well, there's a game that has been out, I guess, for a little while now. I don't know. Called Kenshi. You ever heard of it?
No. I'll be right back.
Let's see. So, Kenshi's game. This game was released in 2013, chat. It's sort of just walked away. Released in 2013. And essentially, the whole premise of the game is you have your character. It's kind of like if anybody's ever played Mountain Blade Warband, it's kind of like that, right? Where you start off with your one guy, and then you go around and you get other troops and stuff. And it's for the most part a top-down. Warband is for the most part, or Mountain Blade for the most part, a top-down kind of thing where you're going along the map and you're doing things. But in the combat, you go down to your one person, and that's it. That's all you can control directly is your one person, and then you can issue orders and stuff to your troops, which is actually like Warband now. But there's also, so with Kenshi, it's all top-down, right? Like you could tell your guy to go mine or to go do this or to go do that. And it's just really open world. It's huge. Like the world is not procedurally generated as far as like where's what. At least I don't think. But either way, the world's huge. And like what goes on in it is actually pretty dynamic. Like there are these raider bands that go all over the place. And sometimes they'll go in and like sneak into town. And sometimes there'll be like, different events occur. And you can essentially, it's kind of in the sense of what made a Mountain Blade Warband so good, what great to me, even though unfortunately I don't have near the time to play it as it would take anymore, is you can essentially just make your own story, and that's what Kenshi just constantly.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, cool. You don't know shit about what I'm talking about, right?
Nope.
So well, watch the VOD. What else you got?
Oh, okay. I have seen this. I knew it sounded familiar.
Kenshi?
Mm-hmm. It came up on my suggestions, and I ignored it.
Like, it's like Warband, Mountain Blade, in a sense of it's got that top-down control and you gather people and armies and stuff, or you can. But it's almost like this post-apocalyptic kind of survival thing, and it like starts you out as like the weakest thing on the planet. And it's, from what I've seen a guy doing a let's play of it, and it is like the grindiest thing ever, apparently, that get your guy like started. But once you get going, you can apparently accrue, but it's doing a lot of the same stuff apparently, like right at the beginning. Either that or this guy was just making it really hard on himself, which also kind of seemed to be the case. But I don't. Either way, it's a game that at minimum requires a shit ton of.
I have another thing that we need to talk about.
What do we need to talk about?
We need to have a moment of silence.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or?
A game we used to play a lot.
Oh no, that's right. Was today the end of the world?
2 weeks ago.
Really?
No one cared.
Oh my god.
No one cared. I was like, sure
I thought we were gonna
in July.
I thought we were gonna act all melancholy throughout that whole thing, and then you broke. Like,
oh no, this was the plan the entire time.
Oh my god. It's still sad though, because come on, man. Sucks. We're talking about World's Drift, for those who aren't familiar, which apparently is understandably so, because hey, apparently the numbers weren't doing great, but it was such a cool idea. And again, that game single-handedly got me excited for Spider-Man PS4.
That was my training for Spider-Man.
Oh my gosh.
It literally was the game that supplied my favorite clip for my channel. You were there.
Yeah. Which there were several that spawned from this. Which,
oh god, hold on. I'll send it to you.
Was it the one that you tricked that dude, or was it just solely involving you?
No, it was me and you.
Oh god, what were we doing?
Hold on. Let me bring the clips.
I don't remember. I remember killing myself with an engine part because I stood beside the spawner as the engine part fell down. I remember glitching off the ship repeatedly. I remember looking over and watching Trav's character glitch off the ship, which was like terrifying to watch because it's like, okay, yeah, no, I'm good. Then all of a sudden, oh God, Trav, no! Luckily, he had a respawner, but it was like, all right, grapple, grapple, grapple! Stay on the ship, don't move.
Hold on, I'm looking for it.
Good stuff. And then what else?
You haven't mentioned the one that I'm looking for.
Well, there was one that there was a guy, that, and I'm about 90% sure we clipped it. One of us was streaming, one of us clipped it. Where this guy was like, yeah, hey, can I tag along? And then it was you, Horn, and myself. I think Trev may have been there. And everybody was like, somebody asked, hey, is everybody grappled on? And then we're all like, yeah, why? Is he? No. And then, or no, you said, you did that. You did it. Because you said, is this the clip? Are you looking for it?
No, it's not that clip.
Oh, I'm so sad. We need to find that clip. We need to see if that exists.
It doesn't exist.
Oh, no.
We'll have to look on Twitter's channel.
Oh my God. Surely it's on Twitter. But anyway, and so we're like, hey, you can like loop around the mast and stuff.
The best part is that it was a collaboration between myself and Torn. Yeah. And he's asking all the questions. And the moment he asked the first one, I'm like, I know where this is going. I'm going underneath the ship. And as he's asking the questions, the moment that they mentioned it, I was like, okay, start it now. And he's like, yeah, if you could like swing around the ship, that'd be pretty good. See if we have anything that needs to be repaired. Everyone else unhooks and he starts going and like, and he just flies off to his head.
Oh my God. Because
that's the one I'm talking about.
All right, hang on.
Hey, I was wearing that shirt.
Let me.
Do you remember this clip now?
Dude, I saw that. Like, what were you doing?
Dude, I'm hearing Fade like
fucking badass. That's what.
Yep. Okay. We need to show this. We need to show this on the show because I. Oh shit! No, I accidentally. All right, hang on. Shut up.
No, I was watching the clip again.
Oh.
It's just so perfect. Being a badass. Dead. Dude,
I saw that. Like, what were you doing?
Like, let's be honest. Like, it was a good game. It was like a really good game. And
this is great.
I have a couple more that are like really, really good as well. Let me see if I can find them.
Oh my! I also find it funny that I'm gonna make it to a. Who was that guy that made fun of you for your?
That was Greek God.
Yeah. See, if he does I'm gonna make it to a Twitch fails one of these days, and he's gonna hear mine, realize, wow, why did I make fun of that other? Tell me I'm wrong.
What?
Tell me I'm wrong.
What'd you say?
I said he's gonna wonder why he ever made fun of you because I'm just listening to a VOD of myself talk. Wow.
Oh yeah, it's. Okay.
I don't think, dude. I had a guy tell me today is like, you know, because I'm new to this area. It was like, yeah, you don't sound like you're from Kentucky. I'm like, really?
Oh yeah. I work with people that work at K, TMMK. You know, one lane down. And they're like, wait, you're from Eastern Kentucky? I'm like, yeah. I don't like to claim it's like, you don't have to. You don't sound like you're from Eastern Kentucky. Where's your accent?
Yeah, see, that's just so. I'm like when I saw that guy's clip, I'm like, what the fuck's he talking about? Like, okay, so
yeah.
So here's.
It's actually the house.
This is just like
I can't.
Just the preface. This clip is
What?
perfect.
Wait, what happened?
Yeah. It's the perfect example of the physics in that game.
What?
My reaction is just like years and years of being defeated.
I
fucking died. Like it's perfect.
Oh my god! You want to talk
I
about?
fucking died.
I fucking died.
Oh.
Tell you what, we've been picking at clips of you. Let me find. I can't bring it up without. Well, I don't. Bring it up. This was me. Oh god, this face. That face I'm making, because I know something's about to happen. Alright, so are we still in the what mode? This should be the one, right? Yeah. I love it how we segued into just showing random, by the way. So essentially, this was my arc stream from last night, and it just, all the bad just kept happening.
You have got to be effing kidding me.
Dead. Oh, I saw that clip.
Yeah, it was.
I haven't watched it, but I've seen it.
It was bad because, like, I just spent the last a good 5, maybe 10 minutes on stream jumping at everything. Like, not 2 minutes prior to that, like, I just seen a trike walk up out of nowhere in the woods, and I'm like, oh, okay, woof. Because I pointed out in stream, I'm like, I thought that was something. Yeah, I'm looking around, and I'm trying to get back to my equipment, and I'd actually made it a pretty good ways, along with making a wrong turn, and then all of a sudden, I just round the corner, I see the one raptor's tail walking away, and I was like, you have got to be kidding me. And I did not see, it's like that line from Alan Grant. It's like, you see the one raptor, but what you don't see are the two that you never knew were there.
Oh, God.
And I'm like, that's what happened. That's 100% what happened. My stream title was aptly named, not the top of the food chain, for a reason. What is this? Oh, is this the...
No, it's a clip of literally Dev in a video game.
Oh, boy.
Spoilers, it's a wrestling game.
Dude, you're... Okay. Alright, are we still... Make sure we're still... Alright, yeah.
Was awesome! Triple H must be losing it right now. I know, and even better, we're trending.
Tell me that's not them. Tell me that is not them. Dorky fucking them.
It's great, ain't it? It's spot on, isn't it?
Before we get there, how are we gonna strike?
Literally everything that character did was Dev to a key.
It is Dev 100%. I love you, Dev. But that is you. Oh, boy. Which, let's be real. Anybody who's ever tried to grow on social media has gone through that at least.
Yeah.
You're lying if you say you never did. I'm calling you a liar right now if you say that's to you.
I mean, like, I can't really say anything because I freaked out like a little schoolgirl whenever I found out, whenever, like, my clip went viral. And then by extent, it got featured in a Twitch Fails. And then by extent, it got featured in a actual, like, Twitter post. So, like, I can't say anything.
Oh, yeah, no. But, well, of course, it was funny, though. I mean, I think it deserved it, 100%.
Oh, I think it did, too.
It was 100% humor at your expense.
Oh, yeah. I deserved that.
That was great.
I deserved it
That was
going
great.
that big.
That was
because
great.
It scared the living shit out of me.
Because the reaction, it was so just genuine. That's what.
Yeah, because
the
I
best.
didn't know it was gonna happen.
That was the best thing about it. Really honestly, I need to. I could probably make a compilation video just from last night's stream alone. All this stupid. Okay, so real quick, there was one other game I was meaning to talk about before we got to it. Left, got distracted. Case we distracted. Regular. Thought I'd seen it here. I could be. Wow. This isn't what I wanted to talk about originally, and I don't think we actually talked about it before on the show yet. But you remember that Avengers game trailer that was showcased that everybody was like, dude, these character models are awful?
Yeah.
So apparently all the character models, or at least a good chunk of them, got redesigns. I haven't seen the new trailer yet, but I'm just sitting there like, yeah, that was a good move on your part. A game that I am excited about, and I already announced the for it on stream. I actually announced it during the solo stream. Outer Worlds, I think coming out in September, October.
Remember that? I think
it's that one where the corporation, you're on a planet, it's owned by corporations and stuff, and you can literally just decide, hey, be whoever you want. And
it's, I know what it is. Yeah, now it's New Vegas in space.
Yeah, more or less. That's
yeah,
how
because it's made by Obsidian Entertainment.
Yeah, which is who made Vegas. Yeah.
Yeah. Same page.
The humor's not lost.
Yeah. We're just gonna explain the joke until it's not funny. Are we there yet?
We're getting there.
Okay.
I don't know. It all depends on how many more times I bring up Outer Worlds on stream. There's been a few. Yeah. But I guess so to talk about something that we never really talk about on the stream, and haven't really, like, we talked about it I think on like one show was
I got something else to talk about real quick.
What is it?
One last thing about Overwatch. Did you talk about Sigma?
No, I did not talk about Sigma. Sigma's a new character. Yeah.
He's the tank, has about the same health as Zarya, and plays like no other tank. Like, it amazes me that they're able to continually put out, like, come up with heroes and hero concepts that are unique. Like, he's 100% crowd control, and it's beautiful.
Like, so let's and really honestly, like, on that point, like, we'll give Overwatch a lot of grief about a lot of stupid junk, but I don't think one thing.
Daddy Jeff really tries hard.
Daddy Jeff really tries hard. The creative team really tries hard, because let's think about it. And you have, there's no character really that you can say is just like another.
Yep.
Like, none. I'm even just trying to draw similarities in abilities, really.
The only ones that are the closest to are Baptiste and Soldier.
And even that is like,
yeah,
you got the same kind of style of weapon, really. But the mechanics of which can't. And so I didn't know this, because again, I have yet to ever play this game. We're talking about Apex Legends now.
Okay, you talk about that. I'll be right back. Gotta take care of something real quick.
So, real quick, you've played it. Hey, no, put the headset back on. Holy shitty. I know, but like, have you played Apex Legends?
Yeah.
What, was there ever a solo mode?
No.
Okay, cool. Thank you. You can go do your thing. Oh. But yeah, I didn't know. I, again, never played the game, never just had a chance to, because again, my computer's kind of a little as told from the frame rate of the stream right now. But the fact that this game never had a solo mode actually kind of floors me. Like, I'm aware this is stupid to talk about, but at this point, I'm kind of running out of stuff to talk about. But it is just actually, it blows my mind that, like, oh yeah, we're going to put a solo mode in a battle royale game. That's like it's a new concept. Okay. Cool. I just didn't actually think that would be a like a thing to like brag on. Oh shoot. But so basically, among the other stuff, we're waiting for just a lot of these game releases to come out. You know, you got Greedfall coming, you got Apex Legends coming, or not Apex.
Sorry about that.
Outer Worlds is cool.
Yeah.
It just kind of threw me. It threw, because again, I've never played the game, but I've seen a lot of gameplay of it. But it just now dawned on me. Oh, it never had a solo mode.
No, it's always been threes.
Oh, that blew my freaking mind, because somebody tweeted about it earlier today, and I'm like, wait, what? Shows how out of touch with video games that I am. Really sad, considering.
Yeah.
Got a lot of crap going on. But that's basically it as far as like subjects for me. I wanted to end with the last stupid one because I thought it was funny that I was so dumb.
Yeah.
Got anything?
Nope.
Alright.
I do want to say something real quick. Bree wanted me to say thank you to you and to the audience for being understanding. I've been taking care of her whenever I head out. So.
Oh, I gathered that was what that was.
Yeah.
Tell her that there's no thanks necessary, and if anybody's got a problem with it, fuck off. So. But guys, that'll do it for us for tonight. Basically, I feel it's a little plug at this point. I'm not gonna, because you find me.
Check out Har HQ.
Yeah, about to say the things we definitely need to plug are Har related. Tomorrow, come hell or high water, somehow gonna be hardcore game night. So we're a group of us from the together and we play games. Title on the line when I ever get into there. Are you gonna debut that?
This?
Yeah.
I'm gonna announce it. I gotta get a new player for it.
Okay. Well,
but I have
won't.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
We will leave it at
7,
the teasing.
8,
as far as that
9.
goes.
I have 10 of the 16 dungeons done.
There you go, looking good. So yeah, I won the inaugural first ever hardcore game night. Uno victory that I will forever be proud of and cherish dearly in my heart. So don't know what tomorrow's game is going to be. And then of course Thursday is the Har community podcast.
Which may or may not happen. We still need to get info from Dev.
You need to get a hold of Dev and find out, because Dev's computer. But
yeah, shit the bed.
He's been literally phoning in for Critically Casual for the past 2 weeks now. And then of course there's Critically Casual, which has actually moved days to Monday.
They're back on Mondays?
They're back on Mondays, I believe.
Huh.
At least that's what they were mentioning towards the end of last podcast that they did. Like, they had a new time on this Sunday. Like, I actually caught the show and it was pretty late. And I'm like, wait a damn minute. I thought they threw a rerun VOD up and I'm like, hang on. But no, they were live. Guys, real talk. We've everybody at Har has been kind of all over the place with stuff lately. Thank you guys for being patient. Thank you guys for still sticking by us and supporting us. We will get back on a consistent thing. For too long, we are getting ever closer to it. And of course, from my end of
things. That's another thing. Like we
will have more things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Essentially, I mean, it's gaming up to essentially be like the channel is going to be live
almost every day.
Yeah, which will be awesome because definitely been one of our biggest stop blocks. And so, and here's hoping just to more growth about it. But thank you guys again.
Thank you
So much.
We appreciate it.
We are signing out of here.
Deuces.